Hi guys. I want to talk about headaches. I have lived with migraines since for about 32-ish years. Um, and I currently take Imitrex when I get them. I took it years ago and I didn't really like the way it made me feel, and I felt like it only worked some of the time. And so then I tried like Max Salt and Zomig, and I felt the same about them, and kind of quit taking it for a while. I think, and then I was taking a preventative, which felt like the holy grail, and then um, my doctor took me off of it for reasons, and then when I got put back on it, it didn't seem to work anymore, which was really frustrating. But so then I really wasn't taking anything for them, kind of just dealing with them and taking like over the counter stuff, which only worked sometimes. But then, for the past several years, they just got worse and worse and worse to the point where um, I was unable to, have any kind of regular 9 to 5 schedule job anymore because they would debilitate me for up to like 6 days. I would be just flattened on the couch. Just couldn't look at my phone, couldn't answer my phone, nothing. I would be writhing on the couch in pain. Nothing I took. I wasn't doing like the triptans at the time because I don't know why I just wasn't deciding to try them again. I think I just felt like I didn't think they worked or whatever. And so nothing I tried would work. And I would crawl up the stairs to the bathroom, and my husband didn't know what to do. And so then I finally thought, well, I'm just going to try Imitrex again. I'm desperate, And so I started taking that again, and it does seem to help if I take it right away. And I'm also taking a preventative now, and that seems to help as well. And so sometimes I as a energy healer, I feel like, if I talk about having migraines and stuff, do people think, and kind of put on myself too, you're an energy healer. Why can't you just heal yourself, but, I feel there's some reason, and, we're all works in progress and all helping one another. I did have this friend of a friend who is a psychic medium actually tell me that my migraines are from blocking spirit. And I was like, well, why would I be blocking spirit? I'm like I feel like I'm totally open. Like, I don't want to block spirit. I'm very welcoming to it. And so I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how do I not do that anymore? And she said, well, just spend time with your guides, get to know your guides. And so I've been trying to do that. Probably not enough. So I'm trying to do that more. I also had somebody recently in a comment thread where I had mentioned migraines say that migraines are a result of, they're tied to the gallbladder meridian, and which is interesting because I did have my gallbladder taken out, and I had a naturopath tell me that just having your gallbladder taken out doesn't solve anything, really, not permanently anyway. All it does is temporarily relieves the symptoms, but if you don't do anything to take care of the underlying issue, when you have like gallbladder attacks and stuff, the gallbladder is a place for the problem to fester, and that's when you have gallbladder attacks. And just taking the gallbladder out, only doing that, is just removing a place for the problem to fester. And if the underlying issue isn't taken care of, over time, what could happen is your body could create a pseudo bladder in place of the removed gallbladder, and that could be a definite problem. And I was told that what my issue was, like, I didn't have any gallstones, which I was surprised, but I was told that the problem was the bile. It was like too thick. So my naturopath was giving me stuff to thin the bile so that it doesn't get like sludgy and like stuck places or whatever it was doing. So but I thought that was interesting that this person said that migraines have to do with your gallbladder, and I had gallbladder issues. But another person commented on the thread that they have had an ongoing headache for a while, and that they found that when they actually would relax into the pain, it actually stopped feeling like pain and started feeling more like they were, how did they put it? They were like ascending into like this higher vibration. And I thought that was also interesting because there are times when I have had headache pain, and I have done that. I've tried to reframe my mindset around the quote unquote pain and tell myself, this isn't pain, this is just a sensation. I'm viewing it as something negative. And so I tell myself, this is just a sensation. And then I've also tried to attach an emotion to it. What emotion am I feeling right now? Like, what is, because I believe that everything physical that happens in our bodies that we're feeling, every discomfort, is tied to something emotional or spiritual. So I would ask myself, what emotion am I feeling when I feel this sensation? And So if I get an emotion, then I say, okay, where am I as I'm feeling this emotion? How old am I? Who am I with? And many times I will actually like get something, like I'll suddenly feel like I'm in the house that I grew up in, and I'll get, you know, some little incident that brings up this emotion, and then I'll ask myself, okay, so what can I give that part of myself right now that I didn't, that I needed at that time when I was feeling that emotion? And I'll lean into to the pain as a sensation, and there have been times, and I try and like visualize spreading it throughout my body, like instead of it being like centralized right where it is, I visualize it spreading throughout my body, and I embrace it, and I consider that sensation being that part of me that's feeling that emotion, and I give it what that part of me needs, and I just like breathe it. I like breathe it in and out. I breathe into it, and there have actually been times where it starts to feel good, and I feel it like dissipate throughout my entire body, and the pain went away. And excuse me. There have been other times where, I started trying to do that, but for reasons such as, I either didn't feel strong enough to go through with that whole process, or I had someplace to be. I just ended up taking something. And, of course, then I guilt myself. I'm like, oh, now you're putting this stuff into your body, and instead of trying to self-heal. But even that guilt that I'm putting on myself is, less beneficial. It's not serving me. So I try and remind myself of that. And rather than guilting myself for not, for putting that chemical medicine in me or whatever, I've started to just take it with and consider it just another way of taking care of myself. This is the best I can do right now. I am still loving myself. I'm still caring for myself. And I do it with love. And so, yeah. So I just wanted to mention those things. And also the whole like blocking spirit. I've also, at times when I have headache pain, I've been like, okay, so if this is from blocking spirit, okay, spirit, I'm here, I'm open, I'm listening, and I try and like focus on my third eye, and I just breathe into the sensation in my head, and I'm like, what's your message? What's your message? I am listening. And there have been a couple times too in that when I've felt that I was in a place where I could do that, where the pain went away. And so that was exciting stuff for me. And so if there's any of you out there that have had any similar experiences and with migraines, headache, or any other kind of pain, leave me a comment. Let me know what your experience has been, or if you've read or heard about similar things, let me know. I'd really like to hear about it. So yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.